Okay, just as we did this in class, notice right here, this is a string. So if I go back to this example right here, to JSON, that is a string. Now, with a string, I can't do calculations. So if I need to calculate the person's grades, I can't do that. If I want to search based on county within Java, I can't do that either because it's a string. I mean, I could do it, but it'd be a lot harder to do with a string. So our goal is to convert this string into a Java object. So just like we did in class, I'll bring this to the side like this. So we can have this here, and let's bring Eclipse to the side here. Okay, I'll double click here so you can see the whole thing. Let me go back. Let's create a new class, and I'll call this class student. Now this class has a field called ID, which is an integer, and so the keys, let's make it private, and the name should be the exact same name. Private string gender, private string county, private float array, and this is grades. Okay, so we have all the fields. Let's make sure ID, gender, county, and grades. Let's save that. Now, in order for this to work with other objects, there is getters and setters. So we need to create those also. We are in Eclipse, so let's go to source. Let's generate getters and setters. Select all. There goes the getters and setters. Save it. And now the next step is let's create a nice toString method so when we print out the information, it looks good. So we're going to go to source here and generate a toString. Okay, so we have this now. So let's maximize. Now the next step is to convert this string right here into a Java object. So what we did is, let's go back to the lib. I need this file called the GSON. Let's add it to the lib here. Again, this is added to the file structure, so therefore you'll have to do an add to build path so you can see it. There goes add to build path, and now we have access to all the GSON objects here. So this is what we're going to do now, is we're going to take this current row here, and we're going to put it into a variable called JSON. And on the next line, we'll use an object. In fact, I don't want to put this object in the array. I'll do GSON here, GSON, and we'll say new GSON. I'll move the mouse here and say import. And let's make sure we see it. There it goes. And again, this is coming from one of these packages here. So if I were to follow this, this is com Google GSON. Therefore, it should be in here somewhere, and there it goes. That's the class that we're using. These are all the fields and methods that we have access to. Okay, so this is the variable that I use. I'm going to say here now, student is equal to student, and we're going to say here, JSON from JSON, This is the JSON string that we defined here. This is looking for the name of the class. The name of the class is student.class. So it's the name of the class that you created, and you say .class here, and because we use getters and setters, it should figure out what we're doing, how to map the data. So the next thing is, let's do student. We're going to print out student so we can see it. So what we're seeing before here, this is the string version. Now let's see it from the object point of view. Okay, this is us. Oh no, that's not the object point of view. Let's see here. Let's save it again. Let me run this again. Okay, there it goes. This is us getting the data from the object. And just to prove it, let's just print out one thing at a time. I'm going to say here, let me get the person's first grade. If I say here, get grades, this get grades returns an array, and I can say go after position 0. And that'll return me this, the first exam of each one. So notice I've gotten just the grades. So I can do this now because I've converted this string into a class that I can actually go after specific attributes. With that, good luck and good coding.